Okay guys, I'll be right back. Je serai de retour. Just 1 second. Un instant. Right. Let's get going. On y va. So, let's try not to destroy the YouTube connection today. Essayons de ne pas détruire la connexion YouTube aujourd'hui. On va voir ce que ça donne. We're going to see what we can come up with. So, meeting start. Let's try a new one. Right, so this is the normal first 5 minutes where I wait to see if anybody's going to come on Zoom, and then you all arrive en masse later. Donc, ce sont des premières 5 minutes. Oh, Catherine, well done, good girl. Roshni, good girl. Lovely.
Hello.
Marvelous. Good. Yeah, well, I'm trying not to. I can't plug the phone in. The phone is the source of internet, you see. I can't mess with the phone. So it won't, and annoyingly, it won't turn around and zoom. Oh, it will. It's just about, okay. Oh, good. Right, let's try that.
It has grown, isn't it?
God knows why, but yeah, it is.
Yeah. Certainly longer than when I saw it. Well, even seeing it on Zoom, it's like, I see it.
I think it likes alcohol. Je pense que mes cheveux aiment l'alcool. Because that's the only nourishment it's had.
So you've been drinking?
I didn't hear you. You said something in English and then you didn't say it in French, so I was therefore deaf to it.
Sorry, yeah. So you have been drinking
Go on.
To Abbey.
No.
To Abbey.
Why are we in Abbey?
You have been drinking.
Right. If you chose to listen.
To Abu.
Thank you. If you chose to listen to half of what I told you, you would hear the following. So basically, you have been drinking is a tense which does not exist in French. So you have been drinking. We need to say tu as bu or you're drinking recently. There's no such tense as you have been drinking. These continuous tenses don't exist in French. Yeah. So you will be sitting next to doesn't exist in French. You will sit next to, and all this kind of stuff. Wow, I slept next to a radiator, so you can see there's kind of a bit mad. Yeah, so in other words, Catherine, it just doesn't exist. So, you've been speaking to Luke recently. How would you say you've been speaking to Luke recently? No. You've spoken. Yeah, yes, but you've spoken to Luke recently.
You've spoken tu as parlé avec Luc récemment.
Gorgeous, that's all it is. There are no continuous tenses. I was talking to Luke. There's no j'étais parlé, is there? There are no continuous tenses. Good. Off you go, Catherine. So, I've just translate for me. I've just made myself something to eat.
Je viens de faire quelque chose de manger.
Pardon me, Maman. Let me bloody correct you. Quelque chose à manger, yeah? Quelque chose à manger. Good, go again. I've just made myself something to eat. Off you go.
Je viens de faire quelque
I've just
chose
made myself.
Oh, just made myself, sorry. Je viens de se faire
myself, bloody myself. Je viens de
me faire.
Thank you. Can we all just have a 2-minute silence for your self-respect? Oi, silence means silence. We're having a 2-minute silence for your self-respect because it's completely gone out the window.
Sorry.
Good. Right, we're back. So, off you go. I've just something that we go.
Je viens de me faire quelque chose à manger.
Good. Speak back to me as Catherine.
I've just made myself something to eat.
No, so, why is it working like working with children? Honestly, if you want to donate to OAPs in the Manchester area who need,
Definitely.
put them out of their misery, really. I mean, it's just a walking advert for Dignitas. I've just said, as Luke,
Yep.
I've just made myself something to eat. What would Catherine say? What would she say at this point? What would you say? If I said, I've just made myself something to eat, what would you say in English?
What have you made?
There you go. Translate.
Qu'est-ce que tu as fait?
Good. Some beans, mackerel, and some roast potatoes. Quelques haricots verts, mackerel, et quelques petites pommes de terre rôties. Job done. All right. What would you then say back to that in English?
Is it good?
Good. Translate.
C'est bon?
Good. So let's just keep this conversation going as we would in English, but you just go into French, all right? Continuons cette conversation comme si on le faisait en anglais, mais après tu vas la traduire en français. So, have you already eaten this evening? Tu as déjà mangé ce soir?
Oui, j'en ai mangé.
Oh, Jesus, Catherine, for fuck's sake, wake up. It's not hard. I say something English. I translate it into French. I say something, you answer as you would normally in English, and then you answer into French.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, right. Do you get, is it absolutely clear? Right, and when you speak in English, Catherine, you speak as you, as normal. I don't want to hear this daft voice. Good. Speak as yourself. Good. Have you already had your dinner this evening? Good. Tu as déjà mangé ce soir? Answer as Catherine. Go.
Yes, I've already eaten.
Go on.
Oui, j'ai déjà... Oui, j'en ai déjà mangé.
No, there's no Jean in there. I've eaten. Off you go.
It's just oui, j'ai mangé.
Oh, no, I've already eaten. Go, j'ai...
Oh, oui, j'ai déjà mangé.
And again?
Yeah, oui, j'ai déjà mangé.
I don't want any breath pause. Oui, j'ai déjà mangé. Be casual. Casual, Catherine. Oui, j'ai déjà mangé.
Oui, j'ai déjà mangé.
Nice, all right. You tend to eat at what time? Tu as tendance à manger vers quelle heure? Tu as tendance à manger à quelle heure? Go, answers, Catherine.
Normally around 7 o'clock in the evening.
Off you go.
Normalement vers 19 heures.
Good. Go again then. Make it casual, Catherine. Casual, Catherine. That didn't sound Catherine. The French was great, but make it sound casual. So normally around, off you go. Normally around 7 o'clock in the evening. Go.
Normalement vers 19 heures.
Good. Lovely. Pardon me talking my mouth full. Excuse-moi de parler avec la bouche pleine. And then do you not eat anything else? Or do you have a few snacks? Et est-ce que tu as... Ah, putain de merde, que tu me laisses parler, bordel! Est-ce que tu as fini là, ou est-ce que tu continues à grignoter un peu? Est-ce que tu continues à grignoter un peu?
No, it depends. It depends. Not usually.
No, it depends, not usually.
Sometimes, yeah. Ça dépend. Pas habituel.
Pas normalement. Pas normalement.
Pas normalement, mais quelquefois.
Good. So oh, Luke, get your words out. The normally you wanted to use was d'habitude, but that's more like qui cuisine le plus souvent. Qui cuisine plus souvent.
But it's not true.
Lovely sentence. That was gorgeous because you spoke as Catherine. Off you go. My husband would say that he cooks more, but it's not true. Off you go.
Mon mari a dit...
Would say.
Mon mari dirait qu'il est lui.
No, you daft thing. My husband would say that he cooks more. Go.
Mon mari, God.
Would say.
Mon mari dirait
that he cooks more.
Qu'il cuisine plus
Make it plus souvent. It's clearer. Plus souvent. Voilà.
Plus souvent.
Good. Casual, Catherine. Mon mari dirait qu'il cuisine plus souvent. Now, what you went to say with the say, that's not bad, but we don't say c'est il. If we say lui, mon mari dirait que c'est lui qui cuisine le plus souvent. So, mon mari dirait que c'est lui qui cuisine le plus souvent. Oh dear. Guess we have to report somebody now. Oh dear. One second. There we go. 1 second. That's it. Remove and report. There we go. Good. Send. Lovely. Okay. Good. You can send a report now, so their IP address gets blocked. Good.
That's good.
I know. Good. Pause. Hang on. So you can send a report now. Tu peux envoyer un rapportage maintenant pour qu'il soit bloqué, so that they're blocked. You said that's good. What? How do you say that's good?
C'est bon.
No.
C'est bien.
Well done. So when you talked about food earlier, and you asked me if my food was good, c'est bon was the perfect response. When you're talking about a moral approval of approvement, speak English, Luke, a moral approval of what's going on, c'est bien would be appropriate. So get yourself on the video, which is called c'est bon versus c'est bien. Yeah, c'est bon versus c'est bien, and it tells you which is which. So basically, an overview: physical sensation. I'm rubbing your shoulders. Oh, that's good. C'est bon. I give you something to eat. Oh, c'est bon. Luke, have you seen this new TV show? Oh, yeah, c'est bien. It's good. Catherine says, Luke, I'm doing my homework every day. C'est bien. It's good. So there's different times we use c'est bon, and there's different times that we use c'est bien. Good. But get yourself on my video. Just type bien or bon, and that video will come up. Great. Lovely. So say for me one more time. My husband would say it's him that cooks more often. Mon mari dirait que c'est lui qui cuisine le plus souvent. Mon mari dirait que c'est lui qui cuisine le plus souvent. Off you go.
Mon mari dirait qu'il est...
Mon
mari dirait...
I don't want stoppy starty stop. I'm bored of fucking shit of it. I don't want stoppy starty stop. Slow your ass down. Stop stoppy starty stop. Go. I don't want so the fresh bloody Prince of Bel-Air. I was in West Philadelphia, born and raised. In the playground was where I spent most of my day. It's like my name is. We don't want that. We want mon mari dirait que c'est lui qui cuisine le plus souvent. Slow it down as much as you want. I don't care. What will make you sound accomplished is if you stop stopping and starting and you join your words. Go slowly as you want. Off you go. Mon mari dirait que c'est lui qui cuisine le plus souvent. Off you go.
Mon mari dirait qu'il...
Stop! I'm bored of you. I'm finishing with you. You can wait to the end. Not until you choose to listen. You don't listen. You just think turning up counts. I've said to you 3 times. Mon mari dirait que c'est lui. Que c'est lui. Que c'est lui. Jesus Christ. Listen. Linguist, fucking listen. When I have you for interrupting me, it's not just about bad manners. It's because it's showing you're not listening to what I'm telling you. Que c'est lui. Go the fuck again. Mon mari dirait que c'est lui qui cuisine le plus souvent. Go.
Mon mari que c'est...
No! Mon mari dirait que c'est lui qui cuisine le plus souvent. Go.
Mon mari dirait qu'il se...
No, you've had 5 chances. I'm sorry, I'm not wasting my time. I told you, my friend would say that it's him. Go away and practice. Come back later. Don't leave me. Right, seriously, bloody hell. Yeah, I'm bloody on your husband's side. Let me tell you that. Right. So now let's go to Roshni. Roshni, there, my love.
Yeah.
Good. We're going to have a conversation, Roshni. I accept that you haven't got the level of Catherine. You know, it's a bit difficult for you to translate what you've just said in English, but why not? Right. Off you go, Roshni.
I didn't do so well, did I?
No. This is what I'm saying. All it is, I'm saying you're at a level where you should be able to say what you say in your English, Catherine. Obviously, Roshni might not be at that level, but that's the point. Off we go. What we can learn from this with Roshni is you can always go around and make it slightly easier. So, Roshni, tell me something you've done this week that was interesting. Dis-moi quelque chose que tu as fait cette semaine qui était intéressante. Quelque chose d'intéressant, something interesting. Tell me in English, first of all, Roshni. Tell me in English.
So I moved to a new apartment in Paris.
Oh, you moved to a new apartment. Roshni, I'm ever so sorry. Could you? It's lovely to see you, and you've got a lovely face. But could you just turn off your camera because I think it would help the signal. Good.
Sorry.
So you moved to a new apartment. Where did you say the new apartment was? In
Paris.
you.
In 16.
Wow, le 16e, Borges du 16e. So say for me, I moved to a new apartment in Paris in the 16th. Off you go, translate.
J'ai déménagé au nouveau appartement.
In the 16th?
Dans le 16e arrondissement.
Great, so let's talk about that. So j'ai déménagé is I've generally moved. You can éménager, which is to move in. Yeah, or I've taken a new apartment, j'ai éménagé un nouvel appartement. So nouvel appartement, because even though appartement is obviously masculine, it starts with an A, so it's not going to be nouveau, it's going to be nouvel appartement, like nouvel hôpital, or like I feel like a new man, a nouvel homme. This works like bel homme, beautiful man, an old man, which I'm also, I used to be a beautiful man, now I'm an old man, un vieil homme. So yes, un nouvel appartement, or j'ai pris un nouvel appartement à Paris dans le 16e. Yeah, dans le 16e. Okay. Lovely. Oh, yeah. Good. Lovely. Great. Why did you choose the apartment in question? Pourquoi est-ce que tu as pourquoi est-ce que tu as choisi l'appartement en question? Pourquoi est-ce que tu as choisi l'appartement en question? Good. Why is that?
I chose the apartment because it's right next to my internship.
Good. Up you go. I chose the apartment because it's right next to my internship. Don't feel obliged. Don't feel obliged. God, bloody Katharina, bloody disease spreads. Everybody interrupts me. Don't choose. It's all right, Roshni. Don't worry. I wouldn't expect you to have manners. It's all right because you're under 30. The fact is this, joking apart, don't feel tied in to the original sentence. Don't feel you have to 100% use the original words. You could say next to where I'm doing my internship, or where I'm an intern, or where I'm working at the moment. So don't feel locked down because your vocabulary might not cover that. So say for me, it's right next to. Say for me, it's right next to where I'm doing my internship. Go.
C'est près de la place où je fais mon stage.
C'est près de là où je fais. I like the là où je fais. C'est près d'où je fais, ou c'est près de là où je fais mon stage. There's a video that I have finished. Il y a une vidéo que j'ai fini. There's a video I've done. Il y a une vidéo que j'ai faite. Faite because video is feminine. Faite parce que une vidéo c'est féminin. And I talk about the difference between près de and proche de. I'm at, there you go, someone under 30, no manners, I'm bloody talking and he's typing away. Quelqu'un qui a moins de 30 ans, tu vois, dégueulasse quoi, dégueulasse. Harry, I'm at my grandma's house, je suis chez ma grand-mère. Yeah, so in other words, Roshni, yeah, so je suis tout près de, right next to, je suis juste à côté de, je suis tout près de là où je fais mon stage. Good. Great. I think I messaged you, Harry, but you don't seem to check. Je pense que je t'ai envoyé un message, mais tu vérifies pas. Good. Roshni, is it the first time that you've lived in Paris? Est-ce que c'est la première fois que tu as vécu à Paris? Est-ce que c'est la première fois que tu as habité à Paris?
Yeah, this is the first time that I've lived in Paris.
Good, translate.
Oui, c'est la première fois que je vais habiter à Paris.
C'est la première fois que I have lived?
I have lived. Oui, c'est j'ai habité
Could
à
you
Paris.
go again? C'est la première fois que j'ai habité à Paris. Up you go.
C'est la première fois que j'ai habité à Paris.
Nice smoothness, Roshni. Such a difference from only 2 weeks ago. Good.
I was working on it.
I can tell, my darling. I've worked on it. Okay. So j'ai travaillé dessus. Okay. Or j'y ai pensé. I've thought about it. J'y ai pensé. No. Notice it's première, not premier. There's no such word in French as premier or première. Première. Okay, good. How long have you been there? Ça fait, listen to the question in French. Ça fait combien de temps que tu es là? Ça fait combien de temps que tu es là? Answer me in English. How long have you been there?
Ça fait 2 ans.
English first.
Oh, sorry. It's been 2 years since I've lived in France.
Good. Okay, so I've lived in France for 2 years. Good. So lovely. So how would you say that in French then? So remember, my question was, ça fait combien de temps que tu habites à Paris? Or ça fait, so, and your question was, your answer was, I've been in France for 2 years. Off you go. Ça fait.
Ça fait 2 ans que j'ai habité à Paris.
Listen, RJ Beats. So, how long have you lived in Paris? Listen to the answer in French, the question in French. Ça fait combien de temps que tu habites à Paris? Are they the same tense, Roshni?
No.
Which tense is ça fait combien de temps que tu habites à Paris? What? No. Listen to Luke. Listen to bloody Lukey. Ça fait, my God, Catherine, her disease. It's like bloody COVID with the non-listening. Ça fait combien de temps que tu habites à Paris? Tu habites, which tense?
Hear you. Oh my God.
Roshni, Paris is notorious for shit internet. C'est bien connu pour le wifi de merde. Listen, Roshni, one more time, listen to me. Ça fait combien de temps que tu habites à Paris? Which tense is tu habites?
Présent.
That's right. So when you use the ça fait model, how long have you smoked? Ça fait combien de temps, monsieur, que vous habitez? Putain, que vous fumez. Yeah? You use the present tense with that.
Okay.
And notice, ça fait is a great expression. If you go to my videos and you type ça fait, the video comes up. Ça fait is either a question, an answer, or an independent statement. Sorry, how long have you lived at your grandma's house? Ça fait combien de temps que tu habites chez ta grand-mère? The answer, oh, ouais, ça fait 2-3 semaines. 2 semaines. Or independently, well, I've lived at my grandma's house now, but I'm missing London. Ça fait 2 semaines que j'habite chez ma grand-mère, mais Londres me manque. So it can either be a question, an answer, or an independent statement. Are we all clear? Ça fait.
Yeah.
What does English do? How long have you? Because French says you're still doing it. French says, look, you're still doing this shit. So Roshni, could you please ask me how long? Imagine you're me and I'm you. Oh, I feel so young and full of capability. Could you say to me, Luke, how long have you been a French teacher? Ask me, how long have you been a French teacher?
Ça fait combien de temps que tu es...
Thank you. That's it. Ça fait combien de temps que tu es prof de français? Lovely. That's it. Great. Good. Lovely. So ça fait combien de temps que ça fait 2 ans que j'habite en France. Why did you choose France originally? Pourquoi est-ce que tu as choisi la France originalement? Pourquoi est-ce que tu as choisi la France originalement? What's the reason?
I fell in love with a French boy.
Oh, Roshni, you are a girl after my own heart. Well done. So, off you go. I fell in love with a French boy. Être verb.
Oh, yeah. Je suis tombée amoureuse avec un homme français.
What? You've absolutely gone back to speaking in the old way. Join it all up for me. Go again. I'll correct you in a minute, but say it for me all joined up first. I fell in love with a French boy. Go.
Je suis tombée amoureuse avec un homme français.
Now, already, even though it wasn't 100% correct, I completely understood you. Yeah. Bien que ce soit pas 100%, je t'ai compris. Je t'ai compris. It's perfect. Good. So basically, je suis tombée amoureuse de. So it's amoureux or amoureuse. There's a song by Véronique Sanson, a French singer called Amoureuse. I think I've even done a video on this song. Yeah, I'm sure I have. If you type Véronique Sanson into my video, I've done some song videos where we talk about the lyrics. On parle des paroles. Kind of an old song, but nice song. Un peu démodé, mais non, c'est bien comme chanson. So basically, amoureuse. So, je suis tombée amoureuse d'un garçon français. Je suis tombée amoureuse d'un français. Je suis tombée amoureuse d'un mec français. Good. Where did you guys meet each other? où est-ce que vous vous êtes rencontrés? Où est-ce que vous vous êtes rencontrés? Answer in English, please. Roshni first.
We met each other in Hong Kong, where I lived for 3 years.
Good. So, où est-ce que vous vous êtes rencontrés? Could you please say to me, we met each other in Hong Kong, where I lived for 3 years ago?
Okay. On s'est rencontrés à Hong Kong.
Roshni, you cannot wait until a sentence feels comfortable.
Yeah.
Until you join it up. You need to join up even the stuff that you're not 100% sure of. Yeah, we cannot only do this perfect French voice that you brought with you today when you're sure of the sentence. Because for the next few months, you're not going to be sure of, well, there's quite a lot of sentences that you'll be pushing. So in other words, we can't just do an impression of somebody speaking French when we know the sentence. Yeah. So take as much time as you want. Like I was saying to Catherine, take as much time as you want, but I need you to join. Okay. Yeah. So say for me, we met in Hong Kong where I was living before coming here.
On s'est rencontrés à Hong Kong où j'ai habité avant.
You've completely gone all separate on the words again.
Yeah.
Can you hear
it?
It's
very long. That's no sentence.
It's not. Hang on. Are you saying for me that the sentence that you're saying is too long?
Yeah.
No. Okay, no. But what I'm saying is, do you mean how you're saying it sounds too long, or do you mean what your sentence was?
No, the sentence itself.
No. Right. Pardon me, but why do you think I'm interested in this method? Because you guys are all translating. What you're saying. You say it's too long, but you're the one that said that. You said, yeah, le code pour le cours Ishita is on the net. It's on the title. Ishita man, it's on the title. It's Zoom. What is it? I don't know. If you go to my old videos, then it's just on all of the titles. It's on the title of this YouTube. If you just look at it, it'll give you the code. I'm so sorry, I don't have it here. So Roshni, you said that sentence. You said, "Oh, we met in Hong Kong where I used to live before I came here." Okay. Thank you, Roshni. You say that's what you said in French, right? That's what you said in English. So Roshni, you need to say that in French. Off you go. So we met in Hong Kong.
I don't think I know how to say before I came here.
Now. We've spoken about this before. This is one of my favorite topics. So when we have a before, we have a choice. Option 1, before and a noun, which just goes straight through. So avant Noël, avant Pâques, avant mon entretien, before my interview. Option 2, before and an ing verb, where both people are doing the same thing, or it's the same person on both sides. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. So, for example, Roshni washed her hands before eating. Who washed their hands?
Roshni.
Who did the eating?
Roshni.
Same person. Or we have, what's your French chap's name? What's his name?
Patrick.
Patrick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if you say before Patrick made dinner, Roshni asked him how his day had gone. In that one, who's doing the making the dinner?
Patrick.
And who is asking how the day had gone?
Roshni.
So those are the 3 key ingredients you need to listen to. Les 3 ingrédients clés for which one you're going to use. Okay, lequel. So if it's before and a noun, you just use avant. Avant Pâques, avant Noël, avant and a noun, like avant mon entretien, avant ton arrivée, before your arrival, before the baby, avant le bébé, before the virus, avant le virus. Fine. If it's before and the same person doing de, so for example, before arriving, she, put on some makeup or something, avant d'arriver, elle s'est maquillée. Before eating, she washed her hands. Avant de manger, elle s'est lavé les mains. Avant de plus verb, all right? If it's 2 different people, so before Luke left, Roshni said, "Bye, Luke, it was lovely to see you." avant que Luc soit parti, or avant que Luc ne soit parti with the expletive. So you're going to have avant que plus a subjunctive, be it past subjunctive or present subjunctive. So every day, you know, before he leaves, somebody else does something. Avant qu'il parte or avant qu'il ne parte. So those three methods are also going to be replicated in the after. So after in a noun, après, après Noël, après mon anniversaire, après secours, après avoir. So the way I say it is après nothing, or avant and après then nothing. Après and avoir with an infinitive is when you've got the same person, and après and avoir with a que is when you've got a different person. So, for example, after eating, I wash my hands again. Après avoir mangé, because it's like I did the eating and I wash my hands. Après avoir mangé, je me suis lavé les mains. After Luke ate, Roshni made a coffee. Après que Luc ait mangé, sorry, après que Luc a mangé, but we all tend to drift into the subjunctive there, but no, it's wrong. Après que Luc a mangé, on s'est lavé, Roshni lui a fait une tasse de café. So the point is, go to my channel and go to, just type après or avant, and a big video will come up on that, all right? Okay. Good, all right. But it's really good for all of you watching. There you are. It's really good for all of you. So like I said, après, avant, noun, après and avant, plus the same person will involve an infinitive, après avoir or avant de, après que. Roshni, I'll give you a little bit of a nod towards the future. We want to be able to do that with pronouns. So before I finish it, avant que je le finisse, or avant que je ne le finisse, there's a, you know, you can pop a pronoun in there. After finishing, après avoir fini, après l'avoir fini. So we need really to be doing this with pronouns. Final comments, final shout out. You can obviously do this with you're welcome, Jan or Jan. You can obviously do this with être. So Roshni, if it's the same person doing it, did I say it was après and avant? Sorry, did I say it was avant and après with an infinitive or avant and après with a que? Which one did I say if it was the same person?
Yeah, if it's the same person, then it's not a que.
In other words, it's with an inf.
Yeah.
No, you haven't given me what it is. It's with a what? You tell me, with a what?
Infinitive.
Thank you. That's it. So if it was like before leaving, Luke washed his hands. Luke's got very clean hands. Avant de partir, because the infinitive partir, avant de partir, Luke s'est lavé les mains. After leaving, Luke washed his hands, same person. Après être parti. Yeah, there's an être there. The infinitive goes in the middle. So the infinitive is in the same place. Good. I've done a lot of work on this. This is all on a video. Good, Roshni. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well done. Don't stop joining, Roshni. All right, but good. A lot better. Good. I'm now going to go across to, I think, who's here next? I think, who did I have here next? I think I had Lee Voltaire. No, who was then? I think it was Maggie, actually. Maggie, yeah. Maggie, then Susan, then Ishita, then... no, Deborah, actually. To be fair, it was Deborah next. Deborah, are you there? Oh, Deborah, you look amazing, but oh, no, your microphone's doing a funny noise. Oh, no, it sounds like a robot. Your picture is perfect. L'image est parfaite. But when you speak, it sounds a bit...
Is this better?
That's shitloads better. Well done, my love. Great. Okay. Good. So again, today, what we're doing, aujourd'hui, ce qu'on fait is we're translating our conversations. On traduit nos conversations. So we're going to just talk in English and French. On va se parler en anglais et en français. So tell me whatever Deborah would normally say. Don't think, oh, I've got to think about the translation. Don't think about the translation. Ne pense pas à la traduction. So tell me. Tell me something, Deborah, you've done today. Dis-moi quelque chose, okay, que tu as fait aujourd'hui. Tell me in English, tell me something you did today.
Okay, today I went to church.
Pause. Firstly, can we just congratulate Deborah because she's the first person who understood the instructions the first time. No? Good God, Roshni, Catherine, I love you both, but my God, Deborah's the first one with the brain who has gone, okay, I get what Luke's doing here. I speak as myself and then we'll play with... Not only she brought some bloody pink to the equation, which has made me much happier, she's bloody listened. Good. So off you go. So to Deborah, say, today I went to church. Off you go.
En français?
Yep.
Okay. Aujourd'hui, je suis allée à l'église.
Lovely. Now, if she'd said, oh, do you know what, Luke? I feel really bad because normally I go to church on a Sunday, but today I just didn't really feel like it. If that were her thought, then that's what she translates. As long as that comes out in one go. Oh, my God. 1 second. Send. Good, lovely, good, lovely. So basically, if you'd said, oh, you know, normally I go to church, Luke, normalement, je vais à l'église, mais aujourd'hui, j'avais pas trop envie d'y aller. Then you'd say that. Good. How far away from your house is the church? L'église se trouve à quelle distance de chez toi? Yeah? Il te faut combien de temps pour y aller? How long does it take you to get there? Il te faut combien de temps pour y aller? Okay?
It takes me about 30 seconds right now because there's a lockdown.
Off you go. Good. Translate. It takes me about 30 seconds right now because there's a lockdown. Go.
Okay. Ça fait...
Pause. No. This, pardon me for interrupting you. This is why, if you were listening to what I say when I ask the question, that you'd actually go, what did that little shit say is the question? So I actually said, il te faut combien de temps pour y aller? What would be the il te faut if you said it takes? That's it. Now, this game is difficult. Ce jeu est difficile when you need to keep going English-French, quand il faut passer entre l'anglais et le français. But obviously, you know, normalement, évidemment, you can just go, what did he just say? Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit? And then, qu'est-ce qu'il vient de dire? And then you can translate. Et tu vas pouvoir traduire. So normally, it'd be, il te faut combien de temps? So save me, it takes me about 30 seconds. Go on.
Il me faut à peu près 30 secondes.
Lovely. Now, I'd like you to be casual, Deborah. Throw it away. Ouais, il me faut à peu près. Don't go, maybe one day I'll sound fluent. You can sound fluent now. Don't move on to the next sentence until you call. So say for me, ouais, il me faut à peu près. Lovely. Nice little phrase. Or environ, or vers. All of those are great. So say for me, it takes me about 30 seconds.
Il me forgetting. Il me fait 30 secondes.
Il me what? Il me...
Hey.
No. What was the sentence I said? Il te faut combien de temps? Good. Which verb, Deborah, my love, is faut from?
Falloir.
Good job. So off you go. So do you see why I want you to say in this casual way? Tu vois pourquoi je veux que tu le dises d'une manière détendue? Because your muscle memory gets used to it. Yeah, it sticks in the mouth. Yes, ça colle. So basically, say for me, ouais, il me faut 30 secondes avec le confinement. It takes me 30 seconds with the lockdown. Il me faut 30 secondes avec le confinement.
Il me faut 30 secondes avec le confinement.
That's it. So in other words, guys, don't know stuff, have your mouth know stuff. Great. How long have you gone to this church? Ça fait combien de temps que tu vas à cette église? Ça fait combien de temps que tu vas à cette église?
Ça fait environ...
English first. Now, push your ass.
English.
Deborah, it's to push yourself, because let's be honest, your French is very nice, but your English is better. So it's not because I'm being patronizing, ce n'est pas pour vous traiter avec condescendance, it's to basically say, look, what would Deborah, with all her brain and all her personality and her amazing fuchsia like updo, all of this shit, what would Deborah do in English? You go, oh, do you know what, Luke? I think my mom went there like when I was a kid, but basically we used to go somewhere else. We went to where I was baptized, but actually, do you know what? Just where I'm living now, it's just easier. Who gives a shit? Whatever. No, I don't mean I don't give a shit, but what I mean is it just makes you speak as you. And that's what we're going to push you to do in French. Otherwise, we do what's like Scrabble speak, which is like, you know, Scrabble, when you've got the letters and you make the words out of the few letters that you've got, and you just come up with sentences with a few French words. So as Deborah, answer honestly, don't give a rat's ass about the length. Il s'en fout de la longueur. So tell me, is that, how long have you gone to that church? Answer me as Deborah. How long have you gone to that church?
I've gone there for about 2 years.
Good. Yeah, carry on. Yeah, carry on.
En français?
No. So you said, so I've gone there for about 2 years. Were you about to translate into French, or were you going to say some more in English? Good. So listen. Good. So here's the question again in French. Ça fait combien de temps que tu vas à cette église? So ça fait combien de temps que tu y vas? Ça fait combien de temps? So how would you say I've gone there for about 2 years?
Ça fait environ 2 années.
Right.
Que je suis allé.
Listen to Auntie Lukey. Ça fait. What tense is ça fait?
Falloir.
What? No. That's from faire. What tense? I didn't ask what verb. I said what tense.
Present.
Good. Now listen to this. Ça fait combien de temps que tu y vas? What tense is tu vas?
Allez.
I don't know what verb it is. Listen, what tense is it?
Oh, tense. Present.
Thank you. Same as Roshni. Yeah. When I said, how long have you lived in France? Ça fait combien de temps que tu habites en France? In other words, which freaking tense do we like to use after ça fait? Could you please answer me? What's tu vas? What? Thank you. And again, one more time, Deborah, what tense do we like to use after ça fait?
Present.
And what tense do we tend to use in English? The past, the perfect past. You have. How long have you followed this madman's videos? We don't use the same tense in English and French. French is like, okay, you still doing that shit, so we basically need to use the present tense. Agreed? So I'll ask my question one more time. Ça fait combien de temps que tu y vas? How long have you been going there? Ça fait combien de temps que tu y vas? Answer is j'y vais. Or so, no, sorry, ça fait.
Okay. Ça fait.
2 years.
Oh. Okay, ça fait 2 années que j'y vais.
Thank you. Yes, ça fait 2 ans que j'y vais. Lovely. How long have you studied French? Ça fait combien de temps que tu apprends ou que tu étudies le mot the action of studying, but ça fait combien de temps que tu apprends le français? Ça fait combien de temps que tu apprends le français? Deborah, my darling, what tense was tu apprends?
Present.
Good. What tense is your answer going to be if you use ça fait?
Present.
Thank you. Ça fait combien de temps que tu apprends le français? Answer ça fait.
Ça fait quelques années en fait. Ça fait 5 ans que j'ai appris le français.
What? Thank you. Now, have we just worked something else in the brain? Something out in the brain? Yes. Have we got it in the mouth yet? You know I'm evangelical about shit being in the mouth. It isn't the prettiest channel. There's not flashing graphics and subtitles and all this junk, but trust me, my shit works. So basically, get it in the mouth. Ouais, ça fait 5 ans que j'apprends le français. Slow it right down as long as it's joined. Ouais, ça fait 5 ans que j'apprends le français. Off you go.
Ouais, ça fait 5 ans que j'apprends le français.
Nice. That's it. That is how you learn the French. That is how it goes into speak English. That's how you learn French. That's how it goes into your brain. All right. Good. Not knowing more and more stuff. Get it in your mouth. Good. Couple more. Deborah, nice. What was I going to say? Were there fewer people there? Side note. If we're all English speakers, half of us want to say less people, don't we? Because we're all lazy. But it's fewer people because people is a plural. It's fewer with a plural and less with a singular. So, for example, you know, there is less opportunity in this city than another city. There are fewer opportunities. So if people are going, wow, he said fewer, like basically that's the best form of English. If you say less, we all say less when we're feeling lazy. That's just to explain. Yeah. So in other words, fewer. Don't be like, oh, that's his British English. Even in freaking America, it's exactly the same English. It's fewer than if it's plural. I get so many weird comments going, like emails about stuff. I'm like, no, just no. Good. So in other words, were there fewer people there this morning because of the lockdown situation? Est-ce qu'il y avait moins de personnes par rapport à normal à cause du confinement? Est-ce qu'il y avait moins de personnes à cause du confinement?
No, there were lots of people because it's online, so people have adapted.
Ah, I love that. Congregation is congregation. I love it. Lovely. So no, there were lots of people because it was online. Off you go.
Non, il y avait beaucoup de personnes parce que c'était en direct.
Yes, c'était en direct. There's so many ways of saying live. C'était public, c'était en direct, c'était en ligne. Lovely. Good. John, hush. John, later. My God, some people are such needy little bitches, aren't they? Unless the camera's on them, they cause so much trouble. Back to you, Deborah. Can you say something? Good, lovely. Right, okay. Non, il y avait moins de personnes. Now, I want to introduce you guys to a game. A game is called How Many Words from the Question Can I Rehash in My Answer? Listen to Exhibit A. How long have you been a French teacher, Luke? 15 years. What did you used to do before you're a French teacher? I was a dancer. Where do you live in the world? England. Do you have French family? Yes, I do. Yes. Okay. Now listen to the answers with when you try and bring in the part of the original question. Luke, how long have you been a French teacher? I've been a French teacher for 15 years. Luke, where do you live in the world? Well, I actually live in England. Okay. Do you have any French family? Yes, I have French family. I have ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, we don't. What time do you want to eat? About 1? You know, we don't always answer. Oh, I'd like to eat about 1. When you guys are trying to thicken up, yeah, your conversation, your French, then use the material that the people are giving you, whether it is in an exam or whether it is in general speech. If you get an exam paper, the first thing you do is you scroll. The first thing you do is you scroll through the exam paper and you use all the material that is written down in that exam paper for the question that you're on. So 3 pages back, there's an essay topic question and you just scan that. It might be that there's vocabulary in that question paper or spellings or all kinds of stuff that you can use for your question. So just use what you're given. If the examiner gives you a tense, Deborah, do you play tennis?
No, pas du tout.
Okay, but basically, we're going to play tennis. The tense I'm going to give you, you're going to try and respond with in English. Okay, so you're going to... Deborah, could you turn your camera off because I'm losing your signal?
Okay,
that's
is this better?
Yes, that's perfect. So the tense I give you in English, you're going to use as many words as you possibly can from the original, and you're also going to stick to the same tense. Deborah, if you won the lottery, what would you do? Answer me in English and stick to the same tenses.
Okay. If I won the lottery, I would...
Great. Pardon me interrupting. There you go. See what we've done? So she's used the same stuff. So if it was, Deborah, si tu gagnais le loto, qu'est-ce que tu ferais? Alors, si j'ai gagné le loto, je ferais beaucoup de choses. Je ferais, see what I mean, okay? If you, last year, if you'd won lots of money, what would you have done? Yeah? If you'd won lots of money, what would you have done? Answer me that in English, please.
If I'd won lots of money, I would have
There
traveled.
you go. Thank you. Gorgeous. Si tu avais gagné beaucoup d'argent, qu'est-ce que tu aurais fait? Si j'avais gagné beaucoup d'argent, j'aurais voyagé, or j'aurais fait beaucoup de choses, j'aurais voyagé. So in other words, before you even answer the question, remember to get in as much of the original as you possibly can, because it's going to be the correct French and the correct tense. So if I just said to you, ça fait combien de temps que tu vas à cette église-là? You're going to hear, tu vas. Unless you're really being like, how long have you gone to that church? You know, I would have loved to have gone to another church, but, you know, unless you're really interrupting the flow. Do you take my point, Deborah? Yeah? Good. Yep. Good. One more. Yeah. Have you met many friends at this church? Est-ce que tu... Attends, je te tutoie. Est-ce que tu as rencontré beaucoup d'amis à cette église? Answer in English, as English.
So my roommates...
No, Deborah's not listening. Deborah's been hanging around with Roshni and she's been hanging around with Catherine. It's like Charlie's Angels. There's like the 3 of them. Every single one of them, though, has got the gun in their bloody ear because they're not listening. What did Lukey say I want you to try and do? What have you got to do in the question? What did I say I want you to do in the question? In the answer, sorry.
Repeat.
Yeah, so my question was, that's it. Have you met many friends? Have you met many friends at church? In your answer, so this is what you do. You either go, yes, I've met loads of friends at church, or no, I haven't met many, but they've been really good ones, and then go on to talk about it. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, this is quite an exam-focused way of doing things, but it's also great for general speech. Yeah, because people go, damn, girl can speak French. You're using the French of the person that's speaking to you. Who cares? We won't notice. Yeah? So have you met many friends at church? Answer me. Yes, no, and then give me some information.
Okay. No, I have not met many friends at church.
Oh, you miserable cow. Good grief, Deborah.
Because I joined during the pandemic.
Off you go.
know.
Yeah. But that's lovely. Yeah. So the point is, that's all right. That's all right. Catherine's got no mates. Can go and talk to her. So basically, why do you think she's here on a Sunday? Bloody hell. So basically, if you said non, so est-ce que tu as rencontré beaucoup d'amis ou est-ce que tu t'es fait, you made yourself, est-ce que tu t'es fait beaucoup d'amis? Non, j'ai pas rencontré, non, je me suis pas fait beaucoup d'amis parce que, j'ai commencé à y aller récemment. I started going there recently. Good. Lovely, Deborah. Nice. Good. Excellent. I'm going to go to, let's have a little look who's there. So Deborah, Catherine, Ishita. I'm going over to Ishita. And then I'm doing Ishita, then I'm doing Maggie. Ishita, are you there, my love?
Hi.
Good, Ishita. Where are you calling from? Or from where are you calling, if I was going to be correct?
Canada, actually.
Canada.
Yes.
Cool. Whereabouts?
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Oh, nice. Oh, my gosh. Cool. Lovely. And so compulsory French secondary education, foreign language, it's like English medium education, but did some French at school, have you? Or what's the story with the French?
Yeah, I'm actually from India. Like, I moved to Canada as a kid, and then I did French in high school, and now I kind of want to revisit it again. I miss it.
Such a massive Indian population in Canada. If you're British, we always say you can't get a good curry in America, but you can get one in Canada. It's like a really known thing. We're like, nah. Like one New York restaurant is like, yeah, it's the best curry house in New York. You're like, nah. But meanwhile, over the border, good. We're like, no, hurrah. Good, right, okay then. So let's off we go. So how old were you? How old were you when you started to live in Canada? Listen to the question. Tu avais quel âge quand tu as commencé à habiter au Canada? Tu avais quel âge quand tu as commencé à habiter au Canada? What tense is tu avais quel âge, please?
Passé composé.
No, tu avais quel âge? What tense is that? Any idea?
Imperfect.
That's it. Right. What does passé composé mean? It means the composed past, as in made up of two bits, as in you have or you be, and then your past word. Does that make sense? So in other words, it means, at the risk of sounding patronizing, that there's two verb words. Yeah? Tu avais, then quel âge? How many verb words are there in tu avais?
One.
That's it. So we're not in the passé composé, are we? We're in the imperfect. Good. So was, were, used to, or an ongoing action or a description as opposed to an action taking place. What tense is tu as commencé? What tense is that in, please, Ishita?
That is passé composé.
That is indeed. Notice how they sit side by side. I was talking to my lovely new friend Ishita when the door rang or something like that. Somebody rang the door. They can sit side by side. They most often do, because it's like a description. Catherine was downloading illegal material when the police knocked on the door. It's like, the one will set you up for the other. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
You can obviously use lots of wases together. I was sitting there, I was brushing my hair, I was thinking, what am I going to wear? When the phone rang, or you can say lots of passé composés. I got up, I went for a run, I had a shower, I spoke to Catherine, whatever. You can do lots of passé composés in a row, you can do lots of imperfects in a row, but just get how they play together. Good. So you've got to respect the original tenses in your answer. Tu avais quel âge so tu avais quel âge quand tu as déménagé, quand tu as commencé à habiter au Canada? If I just said that normally rather than teach you, tu avais quel âge quand tu as commencé à habiter au Canada? Tu avais quel âge quand tu as commencé à habiter au Canada? So, how old were you when you started to live in Canada? Answer me in English.
I was 10 years old when I started living in Canada.
Another person who needs a clap, another person who can listen, another person who's understood what they were asked to do, which was to answer in English first, in a normal tone of voice, that you're then going to try and replicate the casual nature of the voice. And B, someone who said, okay, use as much of the original as you can, just to get you guys going. Lovely. So I was 10 years old when I started to live in Canada. Off you go. Lovely. So tu avais quel âge quand tu as commencé à habiter au Canada? Answer me then. So j'avais...
J'avais 10 ans quand je a commencé.
Pause. So now we play a game called template. Template means you use what you heard and then you've got to make it match for somebody else. It's a great way to conjugate because a lot of the time, guys, c'est une façon superbe. C'est la meilleure manière de conjuguer, faire les conjugaisons, because often we know verbs with je. So people say to me, I can't conjugate that. I say, well, what's the je form? And then they know that. Oh, I got to wash. Je me suis lavé. I'll be like, fine, what's the tu form? Oh, so je me suis, tu t'es lavé. So if I said tu as commencé, what would the je version be for tu as commencé, please, Ishita? There you go. That's all it is. That's all it is. So, tu avais quel âge quand tu as commencé? J'avais 10 ans quand j'ai commencé à habiter au Canada. Off you go.
J'avais 10 ans que j'ai commencé à habiter en Canada.
Now, I want you to listen to all of the little bits. Tu avais 10 ans quand tu as commencé à habiter au Canada. I'll go again. Tu avais 10 ans, let's say I'll say your answer. J'avais 10 ans quand, not que, I know it sounds really similar, but not que, quand j'ai commencé à habiter au Canada. Have another little go.
J'avais 10 ans quand j'ai commencé à habiter.
But one more time. The question was, tu as commencé à habiter. What happened after commencer and before habiter?
Like
That's it. With the accent. The preposition à. So commencer takes à. I started to eat. I didn't stop. J'ai commencé à manger. Is it a word we stress? No. Is de a word we stress? No. Does it need to be there? Yeah. Continuer can take à or de. Commencer likes à. So j'ai commencé à habiter. Could you just say for me that bit then? So j'ai commencé à habiter.
J'ai commencé à habiter.
Lovely. Now make it even more. Now close your mouth. You've got very, you always find this, as I said to Roshni, anyone that's got an Indian language background, there's a lot of crisp quality in the consonants. It's good. We don't need it. Throw it away. French is casual. J'ai commencé à habiter. Do the vowels. J'ai commencé à habiter. Go.
J'ai commencé à habiter.
That's it. No, I don't want j'ai commencé à habiter. I want j'ai commencé à habiter. I need the à to be present. Yeah. So don't go slowly for me and don't put a big j'ai commencé à habiter. Don't make a big deal of it, but I'm trusting you to say j'ai commencé à habiter. Slide through it, but I need to hear the à in the middle. Off you go.
J'ai commencé à habiter.
That's flawless. Think about it, guys. Think how many verbs there are that start with an A, for example. So for like arranger. So here's how you say he arranged. As a passé composé is an action. Il a arrangé. But it slides through. Here's how we say he was arranging. Il a arrangé. We don't have the a. You need to have a version that's got the a. Good. Lovely. So in other words then, commencer, which preposition comes after commencer? Which preposition comes after commencer, Shita? Which preposition comes after? It is the
a.
Good job. All right. Great. Do you see your family in India regularly? Est-ce que tu vois ta famille en Inde régulièrement? Est-ce que tu vois ta famille en Inde régulièrement?
No, I do not see my family in India regularly.
Good. I mean, I don't mean good about screw them. No, I don't mean that. I mean in terms of I don't mean more fool them. Yeah, they've got warm weather. Damn them, it's not fair. I don't mean that. I mean like as in good grammar. Right. So my question was, est-ce que tu vois? So let me teach you a little trick. When we use, if I say a question with je, talking to you, what word are you going to? So if I say a question with tu, talking to you, you're going to answer with which word? Je. Right. Apart from very specific verbs like je suis, tu es, yeah, j'ai, tu as, a freaking vast majority of verbs in the French language, the je and the tu verbs sound identical. Even if they're not always spelt the same, they will sound identical. Je parle, tu parles. Je vends, tu vends. Je préfère, tu préfères. So if I ask a question with est-ce que tu vois, reverse it for me, say oui, je. What's the verb going to be? Oui, je.
Oui, je vois.
There you go. You don't even need to think about it. If I ask you a question with vous, now that doesn't mean I'm calling you vous, formally. I could be speaking to you and like, your mom, your dad, your family, your friends, whatever, If I said vous, what are you going to answer with? So if I said vous allez bien, I'm clearly not calling you vous because, you're a young person and you're cool and we're friends. What are you going to answer with? What's the reversal if I'm calling someone a vous? You're going to answer with
nous.
Good, nous or en. Not nu. Nu means naked. So not nu, nous. Yeah, get it down here. Yeah, yeah. No one's naked. I'd be thrown off YouTube. And I haven't lost the Christmas way. So basically, nous. So the fact is, vous and nous, again, apart from a very rare collection of verbs, nous disons, vous dites, nous faisons, vous faites, nous sommes, vous êtes. Okay. Okay, sorry, Maggie, that I didn't get around to. I know it's late. I do apologize, my darling. See you this week. So basically, most of the verbs are going to be the same. So I'm going to say some verbs, and you're going to change them from vous until nous. So if I say, est-ce que vous conduisez? Do you guys drive? Est-ce que vous conduisez? Say, yes, we drive. Oui.
Oui, nous conduisons.
That's it. Est-ce que vous finissez à 6 heures?
Oui, nous finissons.
There you go.
6 heures.
So basically, do you see this throwing a question back straight away? Half the time, you can just grab the verb and copy. Because if someone's asking you a tu question, you can answer with a je, same verb. If someone's asking you a vous question, nous, same verb, just swap the ending. 99.99% of the time. Is that clear? So, est-ce que tu vois ta famille régulièrement en Inde?
Non, je ne vois pas ma famille en Inde régulièrement.
You were reading. Now, what is the word for wine that is V-I-N? How do we pronounce wine?
Quoi? Je suis désolée.
We say pardon on quoi. What is the word for wine? Like the stuff that you drink, the drink, wine. Sorry, anybody who's teetotal. Okay. Right, pronounce it. How do we say wine? V-I-N. How do we pronounce that word?
Vin.
No. Vin. 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 Good. Match my vowel. Vin.
Vin.
That's it. Good. Vibrate. Close your eyes. Vin.
Vin.
Nice vowel listening. So I-N in French, unless it has an E or an I after it, or an E and an I after a double N, is pronounced with that vibration. So how are we going to pronounce the word India? Not Ind, but
And.
That's it. That's it. Indien, Indien, and. Lovely. All right, good. Okay, good. Not like India, Hindu, Hindi, not Hin. Yeah, okay, good. Lovely, all right. Good. Non, je les vois pas. I don't see them. Good, all right. Good. When you arrived, did you have a little accent? That's cute to think of that now, because you obviously sound quite standard. So when you arrived, did you have a little accent? Listen. So when you arrived, is this a description or is this an action taking place?
It's an action.
So we are going to be which tense in the past, my love? Rashid? Are we going to be in the imperfect or are we going to be in the passé composé?
Passé composé.
Lovely.
Because
That's it, because it's an action and it's finished. Doesn't matter how long it took. Could be very quick or very, very long. The world changed in the 20th century. It's going to be an action. Great. Think about that. Did you have? Now, have in the past, did you have? I had, you had. It could be the same pronunciation, the same translation, but a different translation. So this morning, I had a cup of coffee. Is that imperfect or passé composé?
I had a coffee.
I had a coffee this morning. I had a coffee.
That is passé composé.
That's great because an action is taking place. This morning, I had a cup of coffee in my hand when I saw something or other. Is that passé composé or imperfect, and why?
So the first part is passé composé. The second part is going to be
No.
imparfait.
I had a cup of coffee. Okay, let me do another one. When I was before the lockdown, I had longer hair. Passé composé or imparfait?
Passé composé.
No, why? It's a description. It's a description. Had doesn't have to be. Okay, this morning Luke had a coffee. Action. Il a eu un café. When he was younger, Luke had whatever, blonde hair. You know, il avait les cheveux. It's a description. It's not an action taking place. I look at understood. When Luke explained to Ishita, she understood. An action is taking place. A change is taking place. Think of the passé composé as a change. Yeah, she understood. Elle a compris. When she was a little girl, fingers crossed, hopefully, she didn't understand where babies came from. So is that an action taking place, or is that a description of what was going on in your head?
Description.
So it's not going to be elle a compris, it's going to be elle comprenait. Do you understand? So just because in English it's the same word, yeah, you went. Deborah, our lovely friend with the pink scarf, okay, she went to an online church, okay? So the fact is that was this morning and that was an action that is now finished. So is that passé composé or imperfect?
Passé composé.
Great. Last year, she went many times repeatedly, or when she was younger, she went many times repeatedly to a different church. Is that passé composé or imparfait, and why?
Imparfait.
Good, because it's not one action, it's multiple. Yeah, that's it. So in other words, we need to be careful, don't we, in English, because, you know, we just go, oh, I spoke. So when I was younger, I spoke one time. Alors, quand j'étais jeune, j'ai parlé avec one time. When I was younger, I spoke to my grandma ever such a lot, which is why I'm now in a house. So quand j'étais jeune, je parlais beaucoup à ma grand-mère. You know, do you understand how that's going to be different? But in English, they both sound the same, okay? So I want you to spend this week just being a little bit vigilant with what you say to yourself in English, and just think, do I know the pasts and the imperfects for all of those? So I'm going to throw out some pasts just quickly, and you're going to throw out what the passé composé form is. It might be être, it might be avoir, and then you're going to give me what the imperfect form is with je. All right. So I want 2 sentences for these questions. How do you say I had, and how do you say I had? Can I have the passé composé? Can I have the imperfect? Off you go. J'ai eu. Common mistake. Anywhere else in French, guys, that you see EU, the EU will be pronounced e. But in this verb, EU, like the past, j'ai eu. Good. Lovely. It's good. So j'ai eu. And what is the imperfect to that, please?
J'avais.
Could you close your mouth and say it smoothly?
Avait.
Where's the je gone?
J'avais.
Why is your mouth so open? J'avais. Why are we doing that? Just say, look at me. Look at my mouth. Right. Are you watching on YouTube? Are you watching on the Zoom?
Zoom.
I know you're in the Zoom, but I wasn't sure which screen you're looking at. Right. Let's come right here. Hi, my name's Luke, you know, and I'm talking to you in English, and I'm obviously going to speak a little bit more casually now than if I was speaking on a video where I need to do this kind of shit. All right? Look at my mouth. Ouais, tu vois, regarde ma bouche. Donc là, si je voulais te parler en français, tu vois, je suis vachement plus détendu, quoi. Tu vois, j'ai pas besoin d'ouvrir le bec pour te parler comme, you know, like, tu vois, salut maman, comment tu vas? Ouais, je vais bien. We don't open the mouth that much in French. Is that clear? It's a casual language. It's casual. Throw it away. If you go, j'ai, go. No. So say me, j'avais, go on.
J'avais.
Close your mouth more. J'avais. I can hear it. I can see your mouth's open without even seeing your face. J'avais. That's better. Put your finger over your mouth. Say j'avais. That's better. Now that's made your French clearer, because if your mouth is more closed, you vibrate more and you give me more vibration, and that gives me more vowel. Good. All right. He understood.
Il a compris.
Close your bloody mouth. Go again.
Il a compris.
Il a compris. Why are you obsessed with this ratio?
Comprendu.
Say that again. I shall travel across the fucking Atlantic and smack that out of you. So we do not have il comprendu. Go. Say for me, he took. Prendre. Il a pris.
Il a compris.
Listen to Lukey. I asked you to do it with prendre. Linguists, listen. The Catherine Rotter spread. Prendre, he took. Il a pris.
Il a pris.
Nice. Casual math, il a pris.
Il a pris.
Good girl. That was clearer. That was much clearer. It wasn't sloppy or messy. It was clearer when you do it like that. Good. Now say he took. Stick with took. Don't worry about comprendre. He took in the imperfect. What would that be?
Il comprend.
No. Oh, listen. Listen. I'm working my ass off here. It's for free. Listen. I told you, do it with the verb to take. I did say that. You just chose not to listen. Right. Go again. I want the verb to take in the imperfect. Off you go. Il
comprit.
Why are we using bloody com? What's the verb to take in the infinitive, Ashita?
Comprendre.
What's the? You've just done il a pris. What's the verb to take?
Prendre.
Thank you. Choose to listen. I can't make you guys listen. You've got to choose to listen properly. Don't be lazy. Don't ride on my energy. It's bad manners. So prendre. Good. Put prendre in the imperfect for me.
Prendre.
No. No.
Puis.
Let me teach you a trick. No, you've just done the same thing. Could you conjugate prendre for me from the top in the present tense? Je prends. Je prends.
Je prends, tu prends, il prend.
Nous.
Nous prenons.
Thank you. Pause. Stop. Pause. When you have a new... I'm talking bad manners. Good God. Indian princess worshipped and heralded. Our beautiful Ishita. She's in Canada now. She's a Canadian girl. She's got no bloody manners. No bloody manners. Send her back. Send her back. Back to India. She'll learn some manners there. Bloody listen when I'm talking. Jesus Christ. So when we... Terrible. So when we are not sure the imperfect, we stick the... We go to the present with the nous. And we find the nous, and then we rip off the ONS, and then we stick on an A. I'm going to give you some nous, and you're going to make them in the was tense. Nous finissons what I was finishing. Je
finissais.
That's it. Well done. Nous traduisons. We translate. Je
traduisais.
Make it smooth.
Je traduisais.
Nice. Nous voulons. Give me I wanted.
Je voulais.
That's it. You've got it, my love. Well done, you. That's it. That's where we find the imperfect from. Now, with the exception of the verb to be, because we haven't got nous sommes, je sommeille, or any crap like that. But any other verb, if you're in any doubt, are you clear on how we find it? Go to the nous. So here's we say nous disons. Could you straight away give me I was saying?
Je disais.
Good job, and it was nice, but close your mouth a bit more. Je disais. Final thing with you, Ashita. Good. It's all good. Listen, final thing with you. I don't want somebody who doesn't speak French to be able to tell where one word stops, and the next word starts. I want to hear it as one go. So can you say for me, je disais, like it's one word? Off you go.
Je disais.
Gorgeous. Literally sound French with that. Also, Ashita, not being bloody funny, which do you want? Do you want to understand us when we speak? We don't speak the way you've just said it previously. So you are practicing not understanding. If you just, people always go to me, can I have some listening homework? I'm like, if you bloody joined your words together, you wouldn't need listening homework. That would be your listening. And then you'd be ready to hear anything. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
So basically we shouldn't pause as much between the words.
Yeah, completely, explicitly. Now, if you don't know what's coming next, fine, of course, I understand that. Just use or keep the previous word going. Listen to me, friend. Luc, what are you going to do this week? Luc, qu'est-ce que tu vas faire cette semaine? Ouais, je vais voir demain. J'aurai, si je me trompe pas, j'ai mon amie Catherine et après, ouais, j'ai Gabi et plusieurs personnes. Je pense que le matin, je vais courir et ouais, ça dépend quoi, parce que je sais pas quel temps il va faire demain. You know, can you hear this? Just not pauses. Yeah. Now that doesn't mean you've got to know the next word because my God, it's a foreign language for you. So you need to just take your time. Je vais stick on the previous word until you're ready to jump. Okay.
Yes.
Good girl. Nice. I cannot tell you the difference between when you didn't do that and when you did do that. That sounded gorgeous. Good. Over to my participants. Well bloody done. So have we understood several points? Okay, good. So let's go now to Roshni, Ashita, Susan. So I'm going to go. I've done that. I'm going to go John, then Susan, then back to Catherine, and then we'll call it a night. That's cool. Wow, is it only quarter past? And that's cool. We've only done that long. That's good. Oh, good. We're doing better for time than I thought. Good. Johnny there?
I'm here.
Good. Lovely. So, off you go. Same thing again. Conversation. Whatever you'd normally say. But the extra little theme of use as many words from my question in by Ashita. Use as many words from my question as you can in the in the answer. What time do you go to bed on a Saturday night normally? Tu te couches à quelle heure samedi soir? Tu te couches à quelle heure samedi soir?
Normally on a Saturday night, I go to bed around 11 o'clock to midnight.
Good. I will then, to help you out, give you the French question again, so you've got that to play with as your resource. Normalement, samedi soir, tu te couches à quelle heure? Off you go. Normally, Saturday night, I go to bed around 11 o'clock.
Normalement, j'ai accouché.
Shut. Listen. Tu te couches was the question. Could you adapt tu te couches into an answer?
Je me couche.
But listen. What's the equivalent of te that you need for you?
Well,
that's great. Tu te couches. So what's I go to bed? Je
me couche.
That's it. There ain't no such thing as je me anyway, because if it was je me, it would be an auxiliary, it'd be je me suis. Good. So off you go then. So normally Saturday, I go to bed around 11 o'clock. Go.
Normalement, on samedi soir.
Not on, just samedi soir. Normalement, samedi soir.
Normalement, samedi soir, je me couche 11 heures.
Good. And I just need something between the couche and 11 heures. À 11 heures or vers 11 heures. Good. Or we could say in the 24-hour clock. What would be 11 heures in the 24-hour clock, which we use in France?
23.
Where's the heure gone?
23.
Where's the heure gone? You said 11 heures, then you chose to change the number to 23. Where did the heure go?
23 heures.
Where's the link gone?
23 heures.
Safely.
23 heures.
That's
23
it.
heures.
So close your mouth. So has the brain now worked all of that out? Yes. Has the mouth done it casually yet? Not yet casually. Normalement, not normalement. Normalement, je me couche à 23 heures. Normalement, je me couche à 23 heures, okay?
Normalement, je me couche.
No. Come on, bit of concentration. Come.
Yep. Normalement, je me couche à 11 heures.
Good. I need you to go from the beginning to the end as slowly as you want with consistent breath. Otherwise, your body won't remember it. Normalement, je me couche à 23 heures. Go.
Normalement, je me couche à 11 heures.
Good. All right, Kathy, my darling, I'll see you tomorrow. Normalement, je me couche à 23 heures. Good. Or entre 23 heures et minuit, like you said. Okay, good. What are you somebody who likes to read before going to sleep? Est-ce que tu es quelqu'un qui aime lire avant de dormir? Est-ce que tu es quelqu'un qui aime lire avant de dormir? Answer me in English first, please.
Yes, before I go to bed, I like to read.
Now, what was my question? What was it I asked you to do? I asked you to use as many words from the original as you possibly could.
So yes, I am someone who likes to read before I go to bed.
No, listen to my original question. Are you someone, people don't listen. Are you someone who likes to read before you go to sleep? Off you go.
Yes, I am someone who likes to read before I go to sleep.
Lovely. Est-ce que tu... I want complete perfection and I just want you to alter what you've been given. Est-ce que tu es quelqu'un qui aime lire avant de dormir? Est-ce que tu es quelqu'un qui aime lire avant de dormir? I'm choking on potato and pepper. So could you then answer me that? So yes, I'm someone that... So whatever, yes or no, but stick to the original question material. Est-ce que tu es quelqu'un qui aime lire avant de dormir?
Oui, je suis quelqu'un qui a lire.
Listen to the
avant
original.
de dormir.
Listen to the original. Est-ce que tu es quelqu'un qui aime dormir avant de dormir? Pardon, je m'excuse. Qui aime lire avant de dormir. Est-ce que tu es quelqu'un qui aime lire avant de dormir? Have a go, see if you can get that into a question, into an answer.
Oui, je suis quelqu'un qui aime lire.
Listen,
avant
est-ce
de dormir.
que you're going to do it? My God, est-ce que tu es quelqu'un qui aime lire avant de dormir? Have a go.
Oui, je suis quelqu'un qui aime lire.
No, I'm not.
avant de
We're not
dormir.
moving on. Listen. Est-ce que tu... Good. One more thing was correct. Est-ce que tu es quelqu'un qui aime lire avant de dormir? Qui aime lire avant de dormir? Qui aime lire avant de dormir? You can use all of that six. All of those six go. Oui, je suis.
Oui, je suis quelqu'un qui aime lire. Aime lire avant
Stop!
de dormir.
Bloody hell, John. Pay bloody attention. Watch. Christ, it's like a child. Watch. Qui aime lire avant de dormir? Qui aime lire avant de dormir? Off you go. So oui or non, je suis...
Oui, je suis quelqu'un qui aime lire avant de dormir.
Yeah, see, that's all it is. Good. So basically, as vicious and as barbaric as this exercise appears, it's just saying to you guys, all the grammar that you could ever need is coming out of the mouth of the person you're speaking to. They would never know if you didn't know that. They'd have no idea. They'd no idea.
What's the M? What I'm hung up is the M lear.
Likes to read. You're thinking of men.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
cannot.
right,
You
was
cannot. You make a
understanding what
valid
that
point.
was.
You cannot only hear words that you know. There are going to be so many words that you don't know. You just got to be able to reproduce them. Good. Lovely. So you said, yes, I'm someone that likes to read before I go to bed. Now, as John, having got in the original source material, well done, well done, well done, well done. Give me some comments as John. What would you say as John? So yeah, I like to read a magazine, or at the moment I'm reading a good book, or now give me the information part of the sentence. What would that be?
I like to read fiction books to relax.
Good. Lovely. Good. And then this bit is kind of where someone is on their own, because obviously the person didn't say that in the question, but that's fine. But what the point I'm trying to make is that if you've already answered the yes, no essential element of the question, you should find yourself a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more comfortable, like going, right, now I've got to kind of think of the answer to this, but I've already basically answered it. So say for me, I like to read.
J'aime lire.
Good. Books.
Les livres.
Lovely. Now you could have les romans, like, like books, or la fiction, or whatever you want, okay.
La fiction.
Lovely. Before or de la fiction, like some fiction. Okay. What do you say? I like to read fiction books to help me relax. To relax. So what's the word beginning with a P we need if it's an in order to? I'm going to do something. Okay. So you're going to come to France to practice your French. Yeah. Pour, in order to. John, say the following. I'm going to France to see my friends. Just say that in English. I'm going to France to see my friends.
Je vais en France
Listen, say it in English.
I'm going to France to see my friends.
Right. Can you say, as heavy as it would appear, I am going to France in order to see my friends? As heavy as it would appear, as heavy as it would seem, could you have said that with in order to in there? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get in order to it in the English, you can use pour in the French. I'm going to say some sentences and you're going to repeat them back to me with the in order to in there. Luke's going to the bathroom to pee. Off you go. As silly as that sounds, try and fit in the word I've just told you, the words I've just told you to get it.
Luke is going to the bathroom in order to
You've
pee.
done it beautifully. Well done. Therefore, in French, ouais, Luke, il va au shot pour pisser. It would have a pool there. Okay. Luke went to the supermarket to buy broccoli. Yeah. It's January. Let's try hard. So Luke went to the supermarket to buy broccoli. Go again. Can you put the words in?
Yeah, Luke went to the supermarket in order to buy broccoli.
There you go. That's lovely, lovely, lovely. So if you can fit that shit in, you need a pour. So Susan asked me to go to the station to pick up our son. Yeah, you know, whatever, like, you know, whatever. Susan asked me to go to the station to pick up our son. Susan m'a demandé d'aller à la gare pour, yeah, chercher notre fils. Yeah, it would have a pour in there. Okay, good. Lovely. Or it could even start with that, in order to learn French. Yeah, in order to learn French, you want to watch this idiot's videos. Pour apprendre le français, you know, it can start at the beginning. Good, lovely, lovely, excellent, good. So pour, now what is the verb to relax? It's reflexive. Any ideas on the verb to relax? Pour? Me détendre. Me détendre.
Me détendre.
Right.
Me détendre.
Put your arm out like that. Yeah. Now bring it in. Now bring it out. In French, tendre, this is the action of tendre. So, you know, he held out his hand to me. Il m'a tendu le bras. Okay. I don't have a wasting disorder, but I needed a spare, like, sweater because I'd come to my grandma's as an emergency before Christmas because of the whole lockdown. And I went to this one supermarket just to buy, you know, like quickly buy like whatever, to have some other clothes. And they only had a sweater in an extra large. So everybody's like, oh my God, have you lost loads of weight? I'm like, sadly, no, it's just they only had an extra large and I ain't an extra large. Good. So I went to the supermarket to buy a sweater in an emergency. Je suis allé au supermarché pour acheter. Yeah, it would have the pour there. Great, lovely. So oui, j'aime bien lire de la fiction pour me détendre. Great. Do you and your wife? So you and your wife, do you like the same books? Ta femme et toi et ta femme et toi, est-ce que vous aimez les mêmes livres? Est-ce que vous aimez les mêmes livres? Answer me in English first, please. Remembering that you get $10,000 for every question of the original you use. So you and your wife, do you like the same books?
Yes, my wife and I like the same books.
Good. Off you go. So the French was ta femme et toi, est-ce que vous aimez? What did I say we have to do when we have a vous aimez question? There you go. So that's it. Off you go. My wife and I, we like the same books. Go.
Ma femme et moi, nous aimons le même livre.
Give me the plural books, and apart from that, it was perfect.
Les mêmes livres.
Lovely. Now I want to hear casual John. Oui, ma femme et moi, nous aimons les mêmes livres. Slowly as you want. Oui, ma femme et moi, nous aimons les mêmes livres. It's not about speed, it's about joy. Off you go.
Oui, ma femme et moi, nous aimons les mêmes livres.
Oh, gorgeous, but don't say mems, because you don't need to pronounce the S. Yeah, but the rest was gorgeous. And the voice was great there. That was great. Lovely. Okay. Good. What was your favorite subject at school? Quelle était ta matière, not le sujet, ta matière préférée à l'école? Quelle était ta matière préférée à l'école? Answer me in English.
Sure. At school, my favorite subject was accounting. All right, I'm weird.
No!
my nickname, my kids call me Chief Numbers Nerd. So.
Well, I love it. Like, seriously, when I discovered on Excel how to do sums and add stuff up and all of this, I was like, I'm like, oh, I need a new.
Excel.
People are all like, oh, you need that QuickBooks application and all this stuff. I'm like, no, I love Excel. When you change the cells to a different color, be like, oh, Susan's page, make it green. It's so much fun. Good. So when you're at school, so quand tu étais à l'école, quelle était ta matière préférée? When I was at school, my favorite subject was accounting. Now, quand tu étais à l'école, ta matière préférée, quelle était ta matière préférée? When I was at school, my favorite subject was accounting. Off you go. Yes.
Quand j'étais à l'école,
yes.
Ma préférée
No, listen. Good for the first one. That's it. Quand tu étais à l'école, quelle était ta matière préférée? Quand j'étais à l'école, ma matière...
Quand j'étais à l'école, ma préférée...
No, listen. Think of this as a gym. Don't think of it as like, oh, what questions have I done? Think this is like language gym. It's like sit-ups. It's like, I'm getting you to listen better. Ta matière préférée. Yeah, ta matière préférée. Ta matière préférée. What's that going to be for me? No. So listen. Ta matière préférée. What's the word ta going to become? And then the next two words? That's it. Listening is a skill. People think they automatically do it. They don't. So, quand j'étais à l'école, or quand j'étais à l'école, ma matière préférée était, and then it's, do you know the word for accounting? So you could have gone round it. So, you could have said math or something, maths, as we say in England, and math, as you guys say, which is basically, it's comptabilité. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Because an accountant is comptable. Good. Was there a subject that you hated? Est-ce qu'il y avait une matière que tu détestais? I'd really be interested if you said yes, French. Est-ce qu'il y avait une matière que tu détestais? Est-ce qu'il y avait une matière que tu détestais?
Yes, there was a subject I did not like.
Hang on, why aren't we stick? What did I say? Use as much of the original. Use as much as the original. Was there a subject that you hated? Yes, there was a subject that I hated. Now, you might go, well, Luke, subjectively, in shades of despair, I didn't actually hate it. I just didn't, fine. But just for the moment, to pick up the rhythm of regurgitating the same crud, use the original. Est-ce qu'il y avait une matière que tu détestais? Oui, Stephen, yes, there was a subject that I hated.
Yes, there was a subject I hated. It was math.
Which is curious because you like accounting. So say for me, yes. But as my friend always says, it's like accountancy is relevant. It feels like really relevant to real life. Whereas I'm not saying maths isn't relevant. Like, of course it is for science, but just for somebody in their normal day to day, we don't use that ourselves. I can understand why it's been used by professionals, but we don't. So basically, so est-ce qu'il y avait une matière que tu détestais? Say yes, there was a subject that I hated. Listen to the original. Est-ce qu'il y avait une matière que tu détestais? Back at me.
Oui.
Il y avait.
Oui. Il y avait un métier
que.
Je suis.
No, listen. John, you're going to, it is absolutely hideous because it's not in front of you and you can't visualize it, but repeat as many of the words as you can. Basically, it comes down to this. When we go through the sentence, the question, we play this game. We play keep, lose, or change. Are we keeping that word? Are we losing that word? Or are we changing that word to something similar? So let's just go through the question. Est-ce qu'il y avait? So, est-ce que? Are we keeping est-ce que? If that's a question. No, because that's a question introduction. Good man. Il y avait. Are we keeping it, losing it, or changing it? Il y avait.
Keeping it.
We're keeping that. So yes, il y avait. Une matière. Are we keeping it, losing it, or changing it?
Keeping it.
Good. So far, si il y avait une matière, que, are we keeping it, losing it, or changing it?
Keeping it.
We need que. Il y avait une matière que. Tu, are we keeping it, losing it, or changing it?
Changing it to je.
Well done, John. Il y avait une matière que je détestais. Are we keeping it, changing it, or losing it, or changing it?
It'd be JS.
No, I didn't ask that. No,
Okay.
no, not in any way, shape, or form. Why would we change the verb? Was there a subject that you, est-ce qu'il y avait une matière que tu détestais? Oui, il y avait une matière que je. What verb is going on the end of that? Je détestais. Same verb.
Je détestais.
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 Good. It's also the same spelling there. In the present tense, it's not, but you don't need to change the verb. Like I said earlier, John, with very few examples that are different, if someone asks you a question about a tu, the verb you need for a je to respond with is identical.
But our good question. So I detest it. So that's past tense.
I
So
used to hate. Yeah, but okay.
Used to.
Okay, but John, look at me.
Yeah.
As a general rule, what am I trying to get you guys to do? To listen to what was being asked. If the French person that you're speaking to said "tu détestais," yeah, then why are you worrying about? Do you see what I mean? That's my point. Do you see how what I'm trying to teach you guys is that the question is going to come up with all your tenses for you? Yeah. Good. Good. One more. Tu avais quel âge quand tu as acheté cette maison? Tu avais quel âge quand tu as acheté cette maison? How old were you when you bought this house? Tu avais quel âge quand tu as acheté cette maison? Answer me in English first. Remember, I want as many words from the original as I can, John. So how old were you when you bought this house?
You had to think about this. I was 29 when I bought my house.
Nice. Okay. So my original is tu avais quel âge quand tu as acheté cette maison? Let's just quickly, for other people's benefit, play stay. What should we say? What should we call it? Keep, lose, or change. Okay. So basically, tu is that staying or is that going or change? Yeah. And what's it going to become?
Change.
What's it going to become? Sure. Good. Ave, is it going to stay? Is it going to go? Is it going to be changed?
Stay.
That's it. J'avais. Spot on. Quel âge? Is that going to be? Is that going to stay? Is it going to go? Is it going to be changed into something?
It's going to change.
Right, because we can't say I had what age. You need to say the answer. Great. Quand, keep, stay or change.
Keep.
Well done. Tu as, keep, stay or change.
Change.
Good. Into je. That's it. That's all it is. So when you hear a sentence, you just think, right, how much of that is staying? How much of that is going? How much of that is just like the stuff that you use to launch a boat and off the pier? We're not going to use that once the question's done. Good. So tu avais quel âge quand tu as acheté cette maison? Answer.
J'avais 29 ans quand j'ai acheté ma maison.
Flawless. That's all it is. That's all we do. Do you see what I mean? And what you will often find in this kind of question is that it's different tenses side by side, which when you have to come out with them is a little bit eek. But basically, just play tennis. Yeah. If we're in France, if you and Susan fancy it, we're going to go and do this. Do you want to come with? Oh yeah, Luke, that's a lovely idea. Just let me go and change my shirt. Si ça vous dit, on va aller faire dun dun dun. Est-ce que ça vous dit? Do you fancy? Est-ce que ça vous dit? Oui, ça nous dit. You know, whatever. I mean, a lot of the time it's going to be phrase or expressions. Oh, what did I even say yes to? Ça vous dit? Oui, ça me dit. Yeah, yes, it means I fancy. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? Good. I'm going to go over to Susan. Good. And then I'm going to do Moto G Stylist very quickly. Good. Susan, are you there, my love?
Yes.
Good. Okay. For those of you that don't realize, John and Susan are in the same house. which I just think is hilarious that some people watching might not get that. They'll be like, they've got a similar colour on the wall to the dude we've just spoken to. I'm like, yeah. Good. Lovely. So Susan, again, the point of today is as much of the original question going into the answer. So if you had to live elsewhere, where would you choose? Si tu devais, I don't mean away from John, I mean like geographically. Si tu devais habiter ailleurs, où est-ce que tu choisirais? Si tu devais habiter ailleurs, où est-ce que tu choisirais? If you're not, Susan, could you sort out the mic? It's making a bit of a weird noise. It's giving a bit of feedback when I'm speaking. Let's have a go. So, si tu devais, so if you had to live somewhere else, where would you live? Si tu devais habiter ailleurs, où est-ce que tu habiterais? Answer me in English first.
If I had to live elsewhere, I would live in Paris.
Good. So, si tu devais habiter ailleurs, où est-ce que tu choisirais? Answer, French.
Si je devais habiter ailleurs, je vivrais à Paris.
Si tu devais habiter ailleurs, by the way, not d'ailleurs. D'ailleurs exists, it means by the way. It's like a side comment. Ailleurs means elsewhere. D'ailleurs is a conversational insert to be. Oh, by the way, Susan, did you know that this? Ailleurs means elsewhere. Si tu devais habiter ailleurs, où est-ce que tu choisirais? Remember, you're getting $10,000 precisely, no more, no less, for every word from the original question that you can use. Si tu devais habiter ailleurs, où est-ce que tu choisirais? Go again. If I had to live.
Si je devais habiter ailleurs, je vivrais.
What was my English? What was my French? Si tu devais habiter ailleurs, où est-ce que tu choisirais?
Si je devais habiter ailleurs, je choisirais habiter à Paris.
Nice. Lovely. We could have said je choisirais Paris or je choisirais habiter. Fine. Lovely. Good. Just teaching the brain to copy, paste. Yep. Okay, good. Si tu si tu n'avais pas choisi John, qui est-ce que tu aurais choisi? If you hadn't chosen John, who would you have chosen? Si tu n'avais pas choisi John, qui est-ce que tu aurais choisi? You can answer in code, my love, if you need. Si tu n'avais pas choisi John, qui est-ce que tu aurais choisi? If you hadn't chosen John, who would you have chosen? You can use a celebrity, it's okay. How about English first to get the rhythm. So if you hadn't chosen John,
I would have chosen young William Shatner.
Yeah. Do you know what? There's such a difference between young William Shatner and old William Shatner. Young William Shatner is an image of hotness in a mustard long sleeve.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Trapped in some cage on Star Trek, like, sweating, trying to get out. Beautiful. And then you've got the sarky old sod that was in Boston Legal. It's just not the same. Good, lovely. But young William Shatner, love. Good. So, si tu n'avais pas choisi John, qui est-ce que tu aurais choisi? If I hadn't have chosen John, I would have chosen the young William Shatner. Off you go, translating to French.
Si je n'avais pas choisi Jean, j'aurais choisi jeune William Shatner.
That's it. Lovely. Okay. Good. Definitely. Long story, but my without giving personal information away, someone I know, I tell you personally, but not online. Someone I know very closely played in a particular format. Played Kirk's mom. Yeah, in a format. I won't say which, and yeah, like giving birth to him and all of this kind of stuff. And basically, Shatner then contacted his mommy in a really disgusting way and all this kind of stuff, like, and the poor woman was like, oh my god, that's repugnant. He's like, I was breastfed and I need hate, and he was just absolutely revolting to her, but funny. Good, lovely. Apart from the one you've just spoken about, who is your favorite actor? À part celui dont tu viens de me parler, à part celui dont tu viens de me parler, qui est ton acteur préféré? À part celui dont tu viens de me parler, qui est ton acteur préféré? Off you go, answer in English. Apart from the one I've just, you know. No. In English first. So apart from the one, yeah.
Apart from the one I just.
I'll give it you again. Apart from, do you see what I mean? You want to change it. So apart from the one you've just spoken about, who's your favorite actor? À part celui dont tu viens de parler, à part celui dont tu viens de parler, qui est ton acteur préféré?
Apart from the one I've just spoken about, my favorite actor is. Oh, John, who's my favorite actor?
Go on comedy, if not looks. Or a favorite actor, you know, amongst others.
Liam.
Is
Liam Hemsworth.
Liam Hemsworth.
Oh.
Yes. Liam Hemsworth, thank you.
Would you know, Susan, that lands, ça tombe bien, Luke. That's bloody French. Ça tombe bien. Because I'd go for Chris, so we won't, that's good. We've got one each, that's fine. Good.
Oh, no, I meant Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, God, I'll have to fight you for him then. That's fine.
Yeah.
Good. I have a sneaky suspicion that Liam would also like the young Chris would also like the younger William Shatner. So I don't think Liam would be the best. But anyway, anybody that dates Miley Cyrus, allegedly, I'm not so sure how straight their line is. But anyway, yeah, good. Allegedly, I wouldn't know. So basically, yes. So apart from the one I've just spoken to you about, who is your favorite actor? À part celui dont je viens de te parler, qui est ton acteur préféré? Apart from the one I've just spoken to you about, yeah, you've got to swap it around. My favorite actor is Chris Hemsworth. Off you go. In the French now. Yeah, go on. Oh, sorry, Susan. Sorry, Susan. The signal went. Susan. The signal went. Can you go again? I've done this before. No, à part de. Look. There's knowing grammar, and then there's listening. Here's mine. À part celui. Fifth time I've said that. Did I pop a dot in? Yeah. So this is obviously what we're doing now is massively more complicated than someone else. But it's like whatever your level, listen like your life depends on it. À part celui dont je viens de te parler, or à part celui dont je t'ai parlé. Sorry, I apologize. So say for me, apart from the one I told you about, à part Good, but it's I told you because you're now talking to me, aren't you? You told me, it's Susan.
Yes.
So go on, à part celui dont je...
À part celui dont tu viens de me parler.
But you told me about that guy. So you're speaking...
Yes, sorry, I understand now.
Your character, okay, your character now is a lady called Susan, okay? And as Susan, I want you to, apart from the one I spoke to you about, apart from the one I told you about, Luke, you told me about Will Shat, and now you're telling me about Chris Hem, all right? So off you go. Apart from the one I told you about.
À part celui dont je viens de te parler, mon acteur préféré est Chris Hemsworth.
That's it. It's kind of like, what grammar do I know and what grammar can I instantly copy paste from someone else and they'll be none the wiser. All right. Okay. Although he's handsome, okay, what are his other qualities? No, although he's handsome, what would you say are his other qualities? Bien qu'il soit beau, yeah. No, let's just say what are his other qualities. Quelles sont ses autres qualités? Bien qu'il soit beau, quelles sont ses autres qualités?
Although he's handsome, his other qualities are that he is really nice.
There you go. Yeah, he seems a nice chappy. Good. There you go. So there we go. Maximus said, à part, all right, John, take care. À part, bien qu'il soit beau, quelles sont ses autres qualités? Bien qu'il soit beau, quelles sont ses autres qualités?
Bien qu'il soit beau, ses autres qualités sont qu'il est très aimable.
That's it, lovely. Yeah. That's it. That's all it is. It's just that rhythm. Okay. Great. Good. Let's do a little bit of normal chitsy back and forward. So, when you were when you were, let's think. Do the kids you work with, although they're young, do they talk about actors and actresses that they like? Okay. Bien qu'ils soient jeunes, les enfants avec qui tu travailles, est-ce qu'ils parlent des acteurs et des actrices qu'ils aiment? And do you think it's just like admire, or do you think they're starting to kind of like, you know, like? Est-ce que tu penses que c'est de l'admiration? Est-ce que tu penses que ces acteurs leur plaisent?
I'm trying to think all the way back to the first thing you said.
So basically, like now, yeah. So basically, you work with. Oh, so no, this one now. You haven't got to copy it or repeat it. You're just going to literally answer as just you, back and forth. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So in English, you know, you work with kids. Do the kids talk a lot about like actors and actresses that they like? And do you think it's just in the realm of admire, or do you think it's kind of like they're starting to kind of like them a little bit in a crush kind of way? So, toi, tu bosses avec les enfants. Tu bosses avec des enfants. Est-ce que tu penses, est-ce qu'ils parlent des acteurs, des actrices qu'ils aiment, ou est-ce que tu penses que c'est qu'ils les admirent, ou est-ce que tu penses que ces acteurs leur plaisent? You know, do you think, you know, talk to me in English.
They don't really talk about actors, they talk about characters. They like Elsa and Spider-Man.
Love. Good, spot on. So they don't really talk about actors, they talk about characters. They're like Elsa and Spider-Man. Off you go.
Raymond, il ne parle pas des caractères, mais il parle plutôt des... No.
The rhythm was nice. The linking words were nice. It was gorgeous. That was great. Carry on. Carry on then. So you parle pas. I'd just say two things, but the linking words were spot on, and the rhythm was perfect. And the joining was perfect. I'd use vraiment more adverbially. So, ouais, il parle pas vraiment, il parle pas trop vraiment des. Character can be like Luke, he's got a weird character. He's an odd bugger. Personnage. If you were talking about a character within a medium, within a piece, it'd be personnage. All right, okay. So my favorite character is le personnage principal est. Good. So yeah, off you go.
Il ne parle pas vraiment des acteurs, il parle plutôt des personnages.
Lovely. That was gorgeous. Comme Elsa et comme Spider-Man. Good. And we don't say l'homme araignée or anything like that, you know. Good. Can you now casual that up? Yeah, they don't really talk about actors, they talk about characters. Ouais, il parle pas trop des personnages, il parle pas trop des acteurs, il parle plutôt des personnages. Just casual it up. Go through.
Okay. Oui, il ne parle pas trop des...
Saying oui isn't that cash.
Oh, it isn't? Okay.
No, chill out. Ouais, il parle, yeah, you know, yeah.
Il ne parle pas trop des
Good.
acteurs, il parle plutôt des personnages.
That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. The French was there. The humanity was there. I'm interested. If I was in France listening to you, I'd be like, yeah, that's an opinion. You're completely bel et bien présent, well and truly present. Good. Lovely. Do you, although people try to do the opposite, do you think little boys have a bigger tendency towards, like, have a tendency to admire violent action characters, or do you think that's a stereotype? Bien qu'on fasse le contraire, est-ce que tu penses que les petits garçons ont tendance à admirer et aimer les personnages un peu plus violents, avec beaucoup d'action, ou est-ce que ça c'est un stéréotype? Tell me what you think.
Yeah, I think that little boys tend to like action characters more than little girls, but I always like the action characters more. So it's not true all the time.
Yeah. Off you go.
Oui, je crois que c'est vrai que les petits garçons aiment plutôt des personnages qui sont plus violents, des actions, mais ce n'est pas très tout le temps parce que moi-même, quand j'étais petit, j'aimais des personnages comme des action heroes.
Good, lovely. Only 2 errors in the whole thing. Petite, because you're feminine. Yeah, petite. And des actions. So when you get in so the thing I really admired about the first thing was the skillful and quick joining of, firstly, the de and the lay to become des. But it wasn't from a de and a lay background. It was just characters, and we weren't talking about all characters. So basically, des was a perfect choice. And that's when I said, I really like the little words that have gone between that. That was great. Good. However, if you're talking about, like, I can't remember what you said, but it wouldn't have been it would have been d'action, like action, yeah, like rather than as in a plural rather than actions. Does that make sense? Apart from that, action and rather than des actions, so d'action rather than des actions, and petite, nothing else offended my ear. Nothing. Good, good. So in other words, like, you know, it's almost like, how do I put this? It's like it's shocking the degree you can go to and copy paste from someone else's original material, and it's rather than them thinking it's annoying, it's actually quite comforting socially for them. Like, you know, psychologically it's quite nice. But do you know what, if you honestly had your time again, what would you do? If I honestly had my time again, what I do is, you know, no one goes, she's stolen my English. No one thinks like that. People, you know, so good. Also, why is it nice? Because it just you mean follow their rhythm, follow their tense, follow their vocab, follow their grammar. It's just a chill. It's just a chill. Okay, so we're in France, we're on the train, we're all going to Besançon, and someone says, dis donc, vous êtes nombreux, vous êtes tous des étudiants particuliers de ce monsieur. Goodness me, you know, there's a lot of you. Are you all private students of this teacher? Oui, c'est vrai, on est nombreux, mais non, on n'est pas tous des étudiants particuliers de ce professeur. Nous sommes. So it's like, get the yes and no out the way first, and then enjoy the information, rather than, well, in fact, madam, some of us have done this, and some of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Just get that shiz out the way. Good. Thank you. If you've watched, by all means, if you work with me privately, you don't have to do this. If you aren't working with me privately, I cannot deny I would appreciate a coffee on the coffee website. If you go to KOFI and you were to, and you find Logic Language Learning, you can find me that there. Otherwise, if you go to any one of my grammar videos and you look under the grammar video, it will have a link to the coffee link that's there. You're not obliged, but it's just massively appreciated. Bear in mind, this is 2 hours of my time for free. If you're interested in the podcast, I do still have a lockdown price on them because we're in a lockdown, so they're all half price again, which is for grammar, for vocabulary, and the lesson 1-to-1, where you can hear people having 1-to-1 private tuition and you can copy. I have got a lot of people emailing me at the moment about classes and stuff. I am pretty full, but I am doing one-off accent correction, telling people what they need to do, telling people a course of study that they should go and do, saying get back to me in a few weeks when you've done this. So I don't have that much free space at the moment. I'm going to be really honest. Thank you for all the emails, but I do try and find one person, 1 hour, say, right, let me hear you. Where are you at? This is what you need to do. This is what you need to work on. And then prescriptively give you a shed load of videos. That I am doing. I just don't have time to teach a lot of people other than the ones I've got at the moment. No offense. Good. Brilliant. All right then. Happy bloody New Year and all that jazz. And I will speak to you. I'll speak to you guys next week. Well done. All right. Take care. Bye-bye, Susan, my love. So end there and listening to all. Yes, Sharky053. Repetition shows you did listen to what they said. Yeah, great for business. Good. All right then, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, I would very much appreciate a little cheeky coffee on the coffee account. It just motivates me to keep going. And I will speak to you soon. All right. Take care. Well done. If you need to email me, the email is underneath any of my videos or on the About section of the YouTube. All right.